And welcome back to the SpiffyNeedleGeeks playing Digimon World Dusk. It's time for the second to last chapter in the game.
Yay!
Wow, already?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's not a very long game. So what's about to happen here is Chief Julia and Chaos Scarletmon, they want to go over to Sunshine City to kind of see what's going on, but we really can't since the access bridge between the two cities is still completely decimated. So what's effectively going to happen in this conversation is that someone in this room is going to get the idea that maybe we should talk to the Merchant of Death. So now you guys may remember some of the various Digimon that we've talked to, like Skullbaluchimon, Mercurymon, and who was another one? Oh yeah. Oh fuck! What was his name again? It was the giant dragon Digimon with the two weird ass looking swords. Those three Digimon, but they all work for a Digimon known as the Merchant of Death, who we will see here at the end of this video. They're all effectively a group of illegal freelance hackers. And Julia is going to get the idea that maybe we should actually hire them to see if they can fix fix the bridge. They're obviously good at what they do. Maybe they can do it. So of course they're gonna send us to their hideout to try to convince them to see if they can help fix the bridge for us.
Huh.
And that's pretty much the gist of what's going down here. Now, what's also interesting, I'm getting way ahead of myself here. What's going to happen here pretty soon is pretty much one of the only instances in the game where a choice actually does kind of affect an outcome. Not necessarily in the plot, but more so your reward for what you choose. Okay, here we go, yeah. So Grand Dracmon, that is the name of the Digimon who is known as the Merchant of Death. Well, I guess it makes sense why he's called the Merchant of Death. Grand Dracmon is in fact a vampiric Digimon, but regardless of such, so I should probably go ahead and wait on what exactly this choice is when we actually get to it at the end of this video. So I'll bring that back up in like 10 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a minute that, as soon as you brought up, like, oh, we're gonna go try and find some people that do illegal hacking and everything, that's like, I haven't played this game in a while, but I fucking love it. My first thought, as soon as you mentioned, oh, illegal hackers, and they're gonna gather information, and they're gonna try and help out and everything, I'm like, so we're getting the Shadow Broker from Mass Effect now? Okay, I can live with that.
Oh, okay, for a second.
Sure, but I mean, hacking in a Digimon sense, I think, is actually way more terrifying to think about because literally everything around us can be hacked.
Yeah, well, I mean, that essentially means you're getting Liara from the Mass Effect games. And it's like, we're getting her involved. Watch the fuck out.
Yeah, it's like for a second there, Danny, I thought you were about to get into some Sombra territory.
Yeah, that too, but, you know.
No, it
too, but I like Mass Effect more.
It is actually kind of funny, though, because, I remember when I first played this game, I never really thought about the idea of the Digimon world being hacked. Like, that thought never really crossed my mind before. And then when this game brought it up, I always thought, like, that's such an interesting concept. I really hope they do something with this. And then Cyber Sleuth comes out.
I'm trying to think. Has that... Again, I haven't kept up with the animes, but has that idea ever been implemented in an anime?
As far as I'm aware now.
Like, the only person I can really even think of that would come close would be Izzy, but... I don't know, would you necessarily say Izzy was hacking the digital worlds? You know, because he was always on his laptop and everything, and he was always getting information and cracking codes and shit, but it's like, I don't know, would you consider that hacking?
Not to the extent, I think, of what's shown in this game, as well as in Cyber Sleuth. Because in Cyber Sleuth, hackers are, like, such a big deal in that game. Like, we'll get to it when we get to it, but you will see the extent of what goes on with hacking in that game. Hell, the sequel is called Hacker's Memory, so, like, fucking hell. But, like... So we'll get to that when we get to it. But I always thought that was so funny that I thought that I kind of wanted there to be a concept for that, and then they actually and then they went and made a game about Digimon hacking. So I thought that was kind of cool.
It's like Bandai Namco knows me all too well.
Yes, indeed. Now, if they can just get Guillemon into Smash Brothers, that'd be nifty.
Hey, at this
God damn it.
At this rate, BJ, all bets are fucking off. I mean, who knows at this point?
If they are gonna get a Digimon, it'd more than likely be Agumon. But my Edamon, But no, like that like wanting Guillemon in Smash Brothers, that's kind of just like my to wish upon a star dream. Because everyone has that one character that they want in Smash Bros. That they know it's never gonna get in, but that doesn't mean they can't not want them.
Right. That's like, I've always said Simon Belmont would be a great addition, but you know, fuck Konami.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as Jim Sterling says, Konami is Konami, and Konami is the worst.
And then I see everyone's really clamoring for Sans, of course. Not to spoil too much for Ryan, but like, honestly, it's like, again, without spoiling too much for Ryan, I don't understand why they want Sans.
Because I feel like he's the poster boy of Undertale. That's why.
But to me that doesn't make sense, because yeah, we know what Sans can do, but he's also really fucking lazy. So like, I feel like if anything, it'd make more sense if Frisk was the playable character.
Fuck that! No, fuck Frisk too. Give me Papyrus.
God damn it.
It's like no, you give me that fucking Papyrus.
No. Well, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop this conversation because I have so many cool ideas of how Frisk would be an awesome playable character in Smash, but that'd get too much into spoiler territory, so let's just save that one. At least until after we do our Undertale playthrough that we may or may not do pretty soon. That Ryan's going to play, by the way.
It's like we better, because you have no idea how long I waited to do a playthrough of that game with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Still need to try to find a way to avoid the spoilers, even though Russell went and did spoilery stuff in his Miitopia playthrough.
Yeah, but he doesn't but he doesn't give the context, so who cares?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. It's a what?
I guess. Well, I guess it'll be fine for the most part, because I guess for Ryan. Well, no, come to think of it, actually, you're right, Danny, because for Ryan's playthrough in particular, he won't even see those two characters, so...
Well, it's like, regardless of that, I mean, it's just the fact that, given with how Brandon, assigned the characters' roles in Miitopia, that's where it's like, honestly, the only people that will probably get the jokes are the people who played Undertale all the way through. If you didn't... True. You can still follow it along because it's fucking Miitopia, not Undertale.
Ah, well. I just want Smash 5 to come out now.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, if the man says is true, then yeah, I'll bet you anything it's gonna be a holiday release, because they did slate it for 2018.
Yeah.
Which is another something I honestly never would have expected if this was a brand new Super Smash Brothers title for it to come out on the year that it was officially announced.
Well, yeah, no, well, that's the thing. That's where it's like, it's one thing for them to announce it one year, but we know that they like to take their time on Smash and everything to make sure everything is perfect. So it's like for them to announce it and then, expect it to come out that same year, I think is a little unrealistic. you know, I know everyone's like, oh, the logo art is different. They're doing this. That means it's a new game. I'm like, I don't know. For all I know, this could just be a hyped up Switch port with some new shit added in, but not enough to I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily call it Smash 5.
Well, I mean, here's the thing though. It's like, yeah, in most cases, I would agree with that. It's like announcing something and then saying like it's gonna be released in the same year. In most cases, yeah, it would seem rather unrealistic. But keep in mind, like from what sources have found out, that Sakurai has been like working on this game in silence, like for the past 2+ years, and only now, like as of like a month or less ago or whatever, now we're getting the drop on this next Smash Brothers game that is going to be released like later this year. So if there has been like some development time like throughout this entire time, that's like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, while I was one of the like the 99.9% of people that thought it was just gonna be just a flat out port, I don't know. I'm starting to think this is gonna be more so a new title for the Switch than anything else.
So I guess this video is pretty much our Smash discussion video, the one that everyone on my channel has been asking for.
Oh.
The one that you're avoiding because there's nothing to talk about apparently.
Yeah. That's the sad, unfortunate thing when it comes to this new Smash Brothers game. It's like, yeah, we know it's gonna be a thing, but you're absolutely right, Danny. There's not really a whole lot to go on about. All we've gotten as of right now is just that announcement trailer with the Splatoon kids.
Yeah, well, we'll continue our proper Smash discussions when we do actually get some more information. Because right now, everything we say is pretty much gonna mirror a lot of things that's already been said. Anyway, here is the hacker group and the Merchants of Death.
Oh yes,
Grand Drachmon. He has 2 mouths coming out of his I don't know what those are. He's 4-legged, but they're like coming out of the top of his 2 front legs. Is there a name? I guess shoulders, but not like the shoulders of the 2 front legs, I guess? I don't know. Well, on a centaur, what would you call those?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Anyway, so first we actually okay, Gaiomon, that's it. So we actually have a rematch with Gaiomon first. Don't know why this guy specifically, but so here's what I was talking about before. Well, first, you know what? I probably should hold off for a bit longer because we are about to totally wreck this guy. As you can clearly see, because I don't think he's actually any stronger from the last time we fought him.
Oh, okay. I was literally about to say, it's like, if he has somehow, like, improved his strength and such, like, ever since your last encounter, then It's like, wow, okay, that's even more sad, because you just fucking wrecked his shit again.
Yeah,
No threat. No fucking threat.
Nope.
Alright, who's next?
Yawn.
And he's the second in command, so he's the second strongest of this group. So yeah, even if Skullbluchimon and Marukimon tried coming at me all at once, which they can't because I don't think they can actually fit on the screen together.
No, probably not.
It's like, God damn it, we're too big.
Fuck.
Ridley.
I should have reduced my wingspan.
So Grand Drachmon is actually willing to listen to what we want to do. And what's actually going to come up here is that Grand Drachmon is actually going to give us a proposition. He says that he'll be willing to actually do the job for us if we're willing to pay a certain amount of money up front. I cannot remember what the exact amount of money is at this time, but we will see it here in a bit. So here's actually the interesting thing, and this is what I was coming at with that choice. If you choose to pay that money up front out of your pocket, you actually do have to pay it. Like from your bits. If you choose to pay it, they'll accept the request right away, and then Grand Drachmon will give you an item that you can only get from making this request. However, okay, yeah, 100,000. That's it. Yeah, so here's what you do. Here's what happens if you choose to pay up front. And this actually, again, this is 100,000 bits coming out of your pocket, which really isn't too hard to get if you do as much grinding as I do.
Right.
So this is what happens if you choose to pay up front. Grand Drachmon tells Gaiomon to give you a very unique item. Yes, that item.
This item? Yes, this item. No, not this item. Yes.
The Kowloon Blade.
Oh man, it's my favorite blade.
I worked so hard on it. And that's it. They immediately accept the job. So now, honestly, I think this is kind of a jip. Because not only are you out 100,000 bits, let's take a look at this item.
Alright.
If we look at the Kowloon Blade itself, that's its stats. It is very fucking weak.
Wow.
So
a level 10 item?
yeah,
Am I reading that right?
Yeah, you're effectively just paying 100,000 bits to get that crappy item. So next,
And remind me, what level are you at?
currently way higher than that. Like my Digimon are now pushing 50s and 60s. So
Yeah,
Oh,
not
what the
worthy. Of
yeah,
its-
honestly
definitely
it's not
worthy.
that worth it. So next time we meet, I'm gonna show in the alternate universe what happens when you choose not to pay up front. We'll see you then.